So I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of shining authentic light in business so that you can attract authentic customers, clients, colleagues, etc. to yourself. Because putting yourself out there is going to be really, really important in order for you to have an authentic practice. Suppose a doctor is retiring, and suppose another doctor wants to take over his practice. Well, suppose the doctor that's retiring built his practice from the ground up, and he pounded the pavement and worked really, really hard to build his business over many, many years. Those patients were attracted to that particular doctor. They were drawn to him. They could have gone to any doctor, but they were drawn to him in particular. So what if this doctor just hands his entire patient list over to you and then exits stage left for the golf course? What does that mean for you? It means you just inherited a business that was attracted by his light and not yours. People don't just want a doctor. Like, they want someone that cares. They want someone that they click with, someone that they feel comfortable with. They're making themselves vulnerable. So they're going to choose wisely, and they're going to be careful, and maybe they'll try several different doctors and then settle on one. So for you to just walk in and say, "Hi, I'm your new doctor," like, they're going to walk in and be like, what? Who are you? No, I missed the old person. Where'd he go? Bring him back from the golf course. I want him back. Who are you? I don't know who you are. What's your deal? What do you stand for? Like, what are your philosophies? Like, are you quick to write medications for me? Are you not so quick to write medications for me? Like, what's your style? Like, I got to get used to you. And, I've been seeing him for 10 years. I don't know you. I feel weird. Maybe the patients feel weird because it is weird. If you're planning on taking over somebody's practice that's interpersonal like that, I'm asking you to think twice, and I'm asking you to build something for yourself from the ground up so that every patient that comes to you is attracted to you for a reason. You, who you are, your particular style, your philosophies, you. Not just, "Hey, I'm a doctor." Not just, "Hey, I'm any doctor." Not just, "Hey, you just picked my name out of a phone book." They're attracted to you. And one of the reasons why I think this is important is because your job is going to go smoother. Your patients are going to have a better understanding of you. You're going to have a better understanding of them. You're going to click. You will be considered, in my world, as energetically compatible for one another. This is important. Now, if you're just like buying a company from somebody, okay, maybe that's different. But I'm talking about when it's very interactive and very interpersonal, and you yourself are on the front lines. They're attracted to you. You're putting yourself out there with your brand and your messaging. So just think twice if you want to take over somebody's, counseling practice, medical practice, what have you. If you want to just walk in and take over somebody's client list, suppose you're a professional dog walker and you're retiring from that, who knows? The way, welcoming somebody into your home to be a house sitter and take care of your pet, which is your fur-covered baby, that's very personal too. Like, I don't know, I like the old person better. Like, where is she? Where'd she go? My doggy really liked her. My doggy doesn't know you. Who are you? I'm just saying. Does it matter to you to attract clients that are attracted to you? I'm telling you, it's not your ego. It's not your ego. It's not like, well, I want to feel important, and It's not your ego. I always joke about how I could go be a tarot card reader on Venice Beach, but it wouldn't be the same for me because I just have tourists walking up to me saying, "Hey, here's $20, read me." This is just one a psychic. But I'm spoiled. The people that land on my calendar, like, they'll watch my YouTube videos and it'll strike a chord with them. And they'll say, "Wow, this video in particular really spoke to me and I felt compelled to talk to you. I really wanted to talk to you. We have a lot in common. I've been through a lot of the same stuff you have, Christine." So do you see how I'm very, very spoiled and that the people that I read for like know me, they're familiar with me. And I'm kind of a reality TV, person here, because I put myself so out there on YouTube. Like, you guys feel like you know me because you do. You know everything about me. I really don't hold back. So you feel like you know me because you do know me. You know a lot of personal stuff about me, right down to my latex allergy. So you do know. And the other side wants that. They want me to be able to connect with people on a deeper level so that I can relate to what you're going through or what you've been through or what you're about to go through. So that I'm not just channeling messages from them, but that I can relate to this stuff and to be more compassionate towards you. So there's a reason for this stuff. There's a reason the other side is asking you to put yourself out there and shine authentic light and be who you're meant to be, because it's going to benefit you and it's going to benefit the people that you help. You're going to be authentic matches for one another. You're going to connect on a deeper level, and you will be energetically compatible. So please take that into consideration, especially in business. Don't just take over somebody else's client list because it might not fit you. It's better to build your client list from the ground up yourself. Your brand, your style, your personality, your soul, your strengths, your weaknesses, where you've been, where you're going. What's your story? What's your bio? The other side loves my bio. They love the fact that I used to be in the corporate world. Love it. Christine used to live a normal life. She doesn't anymore. They love it. People can relate to me. I didn't know what my life purpose was until age 36. People can relate to that. It sucks, but people can relate to it. So, yeah, how deeply you connect with people that you work with. How much are you putting yourself out there? And your brand and your messaging can change. I mean, they're already working on my next branding. They already have me thinking ahead for when I move away from the whole superhero thing. They already have me thinking ahead into the next branding. Okay, let's talk about a shift later in your messaging. So I'm not really talking about that, because your brand is just your messaging for that time period. But you're the soul that these other souls are being attracted to. And the other side, these people, spirit guides, their higher selves, the other side, the angelic realm, they're pushing these people towards you so that you can help them. And they're pushing these people towards you in particular because you would be a good person to help them. Now, suppose somebody blows me off. Suppose somebody books a reading with me and then they cancel. They're like, I don't want to book a reading with her. She's weird. And then maybe they go to another psychic. It's maybe ultimately the other side wanted this person to have a reading with me because I could relate personally to what they're going through. But maybe they're like, well, all right, we'll just put her on this other psychic's calendar because at least it's, it's close enough, They'll still do a good job. They can't relate to what they're going through personally, but they'll still do a good job. You see how it's good, better, best kind of scenarios as well? Their angels won't give up on talking to them. They'll still try to speak to them through somebody. If not me. But that's where they're saying that you shining authentic light is so important, and the type of authentic light you shine, the more authentic you are, the better. And the more you set your ego aside, the better. What if you have a health and wellness center where you're really focused on yoga and meditation and the spiritual? You're going to attract a lot of people to you who know what a spirit guide is, right? What if you open up a medical spa where you're doing facials and it's more clinical, right? You're going to attract people that are attracted to the more clinical, medical type spa that aren't going to be sitting there talking about chakras. So that's where the question lands on your shoulders. Who do you want to work with? Do you want a more spiritually based practice? Do you want a more clinical based practice? Who do you want to work with? What light do you want to shine Who do you want to be attracted to you? Because you can have certain adjustments within your business that's completely within your control. You're in the pole position. You have the power. It's your free will. But oftentimes it involves setting your ego aside. Now, I want you guys to kind of put me and my little YouTube channel, my little marketing here under a microscope for a second, because the fact that I used to be in marketing, I think a lot of people can look at me and be like, you used to be in marketing? Really? You suck. Because right now, I'm definitely the anti-marketer. I wouldn't say I market myself at all. I think some people would be like, oh, well, she's got, this YouTube channel and it's just like one big scam. She's a big fraud, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't think I market myself at all. I don't think I toot my own horn. If anything, I think it's the total opposite. The way they set up my business was pure authenticity. I have to move my ego aside and literally not care what anyone thinks about me. I just have to. That's just part of the deal. But the way they set up my business is, I'm not trying to please anyone. I'm not trying to appeal to a single person out there. I am just speaking my truth. I am just trying to teach people what I've learned. I'm a channel, so the information is funneling through me to you, which is why I love hearing it's like, hey, I saw your video, like just the right moment, it totally spoke to me, but it's like, yeah, you were supposed to stumble across my video at that moment in time because they wanted to talk to you through me. I am their instrument. I am their channel. Doesn't really have a whole lot to do, with my own thoughts when I'm channeling for you. I gotta move aside. So I have to move my ego aside. But let's face it. I mean, why don't we look at the diagnostics here? The metrics of my YouTube channel, what my Are You Dating a Narcissist video, I think had the most views. So, okay. Well, I, Christine Pavlina, I'm a businesswoman, so I'm gonna put on my business hat and I wanna make money, so I'm gonna go specialize in narcissism. I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna make so many more videos about narcissism. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make so much money. This will be awesome. I'll appeal to so many people. I mean, that's like my most watched video. Oh, awesome. Did I do that? Nope. Could I have? Easily. Did they do that? Nope. They did not. Did it hurt my income not to do that? Oh yeah. Do I care? No. Did they care? No. Authenticity, speaking your truth. I have a function, and my function is not to chase the dollar. Now, I do have to laugh because Shark Tank is one of my favorite TV shows to watch. So while I'm sitting there watching their business brains swirling and, following their thought process on things, I'm like, ooh, it reminds me of my old life. And I love watching it because I do have a business brain. But I've been pulled away from all of that, which is why I want you guys to take a closer look at the business that I've set up. Are you guys afraid to be self-employed? Are you guys afraid to launch your own businesses? Don't be. Just be authentic and just be real, and the other side will guide people to you to help. That's all you have to do. Don't be a people pleaser. Don't try to appeal to the masses. Oh, I need to, play on their emotions or play on, whatever. I need to tell them what they want to hear. And nope. Am I telling you guys what you want to hear? No. As a matter of fact, I look like I'm totally wrong about certain things. I've made predictions that I look like I'm totally wrong. Am I wrong? No. Do you know that? No. Do they know that I'm not wrong? Yeah. Do they know I'm speaking truth? Yeah. I can't help it this is a false reality that we're living in. I can't help it that Donald Trump isn't really number 45. I can't help it that evil took over our country. It did. And the bubble's going to get popped by the divine's finger because he's going to show everybody this is a false reality. All I need to do is make sure that I'm aligned with truth and make sure I'm aligning you guys with truth, which is what I'm doing. But as a psychic, I look like I'm totally wrong right now. I'm not wrong. I told you Bernie Sanders is our highest good. That hasn't changed. I told you Donald Trump isn't really our president. That hasn't changed. It's an illusion. This is why the divine keeps asking us to ask for a second election. He keeps saying, demand a second election. This one wasn't real. It's a false reality. This whole thing is an illusion. Prink. Pop the bubble. Psh, it bursts. I think one of the most amusing things is that I know what it means to have universal energies on your side. Donald Trump doesn't. I don't think he realizes how incredibly vulnerable he is with regards to the law of attraction, the universe. That guy is just sitting on a stack of Jenga blocks. He's so vulnerable. I can't even tell you. I know what it means not to have universal energies on your side. It's a big, huge deal. Oh well, his free will put himself there. Speaking of politics and no people pleasing, I'm going to use the movie The American President as an example. Michael Douglas, Annette Bening, Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox is in Michael Douglas's ear during the entire movie. What is he talking about? His approval rating. He's advising him on what decisions to make. What's the next move you're going to make? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Boo. His approval rating drives everything, which is Michael J. Fox's function in the movie. This is gonna be the backlash from this decision. This is gonna be the fallout from this decision. But you got to be strategic. I could work like that, but I don't. I don't work like that at all. I don't work based on public opinion. If I did, otherwise I would enable the YouTube comments back up again. Yeah, you don't appeal to the masses by disabling comments on YouTube. They asked me to, so I did. But in the movie The American President, all of his decisions are based on public opinion. Strategy. That's an inauthentic way to live. It's also ego-based, money-based, success, power-based, perhaps some greed. And in the movie, he does end up screwing over Annette Bening because of it. Don't lead an inauthentic life. I was just really grateful the other day because it just hit me across the face how lucky I am to read for the people that I do. I was just feeling so blessed. Just like two combs like coming together. Just feeling really blessed to have the opportunity to read for them and to just relate to everything they're going through. It's like, yeah, just want to let you know I've been there, just so you know. It's like, oh yeah, I know, I saw your videos. Like, yeah, it sucks. It's like, yep. Who do you want to attract to yourself? Are they just like a walking dollar bill? Or are they someone that you genuinely relate to and genuinely want to help? Is it coming from your heart? Or is it coming from your head and you're just business mind and the rat on the wheel is just spinning? I love like looking on Instagram. Make money now. Manifest wealth. Boo. I'm like, oh yeah, the universe is just going to give you wealth for doing absolutely nothing. I got news for you. You want wealth? Pursue heart-focused work. The universe will reward you. And your authenticity. And your open heart. Remember that video I made? Is your heart closed to humanity? Open your heart to humanity. And the love and the abundance and the fulfillment will come. But don't play to public opinion. Don't be like the politicians or the, greedy self-employed people that just want to make a buck. Sharing is important. Sharing is important. Show the world who you are. Share. Start a YouTube channel. Launch a website. Whatever you have to do to put yourself out there. Let people know who you are and how you can help them. But I'm just not excited about you guys taking over like somebody else's business. I don't think that's a good way to go. I mean, if you feel comfortable with it and you feel like you're a close energetic match for that person and you have a lot of similarities, maybe. But I don't like it. I think it's just asking for it. But yeah, that's why I wanted you guys to take a closer look. My business model is really funny. It's like, yeah, Christine, you look like you're totally nuts. It's like, oh, I know how I look, but it's also the truth. And it's also my job to empower people. That's the "We're all superheroes" tagline. Personal power is important. So it's my job to empower you. And that's why the divine is asking us to get off the couch and say, universe, I reject this reality. Bring me something better. Because he's saying that the reality that's in front of our face right now with the U.S. government, it's an illusion. And what's going on in our country right now, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. We deserve better than this. All the fighting, all the light versus dark. He wants the people to decide that we deserve better than this. And he wants us to rise up and take back the power. Because we can. He's empowering us to do so via karmic balancing, universal energies, law of attraction, etc. We got the divine behind us. So that's why he wants us to stand up and say, universe, I reject this reality. Bring me something better. I know I look wrong about a bunch of stuff. I know that. I know how it looks. And I also know that he's going to show you that I'm right. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.